What is up, all you savages? So you know that on my channel here I have these two rigs that are co-owned, that we have 5 or 6 different owners between two rigs. We got together a couple years ago, year and a half ago, and bought the hardware, put them, assembled some rigs, and they're RX 580. Both of them are RX 580 rigs, two 8 GPU RX 580 rigs, and we threw them together and we've been mining on them ever since. And basically what we do, the way it used to be set up anyway, is we would vote on what we were going to mine. We would do this once a month. We would meet once a month and then vote on what we were going to mine. And then as the market kind of was coming down, and things were kind of slowing down on the mining side, and it wasn't very easy to actually be profitable anymore, I made the recommendation. I was like, hey, we should probably put this on, put the rigs on CCX and just let it rock. And that's pretty much what we've done. So each month we go back and look at what the previous month was. This month is not going to be great, but nothing really has been, other than maybe Ethereum Classic in this case, which, hey, could we have been on Ethereum Classic? Probably, but we weren't. And yeah, so let's take a look at what we are going to be looking at tonight. So let me just start off by showing you the actual hardware that we are dealing with. Let's see, let me make sure that, let me slide this over to my other screen real quick. I want to check something. Okay, yeah. All right. So this is the we've got two rigs. One of them is named Dagobah. One of them is named Mustafar. I'm a Star Wars fan, so I kind of use that naming convention throughout. But let's see, this is Mustafar here on the left, and you can see the different percentages of investors, or not investors, but owners, and what percentage they own and all that stuff. So this was going to be really important if there were any profits, which there haven't been in quite some time. So it's real easy because there's no distribution at all. So it makes things pretty simple in that case. So hey, what's up, Crypto Mikhail, Davrizzle? I'm just looking at the chat real quick. Mining Chamber, thanks for tuning in, man. Diamond X, thanks. Appreciate it. So this is Mustafar over here, and it's, like I said, 8 GPU rig, H110 Pro, BTC Plus, and pretty much the hardware is identical between Dagobah and Mustafar, except for the GPUs. Mustafar has the, Dagobah has the RS Radeon RX 580s, the Gigabyte, and Mustafar has the ASRock Phantom Gaming X GPU. So a little bit different. They do get a little bit different hash rate with the same exact settings, and I'll show you that in a moment. But basically identical machines except for the GPUs. So, and I keep these two rigs on simple mining, and I do that because of a couple reasons. One is I like to be able to use a different operating system for videos, right? So if I needed to do something on simple mining, I could, although I haven't in a really long time. But it also keeps them separate from my personal rigs, right? So it keeps everything kind of separate, since I don't own these rigs outright. So you can see the two rigs right here. You got Dagobah and Mustafar, and you can see that Dagobah actually gets a little less, even though that is the Gigabyte RX 580s. It gets a little bit less hash rate than Mustafar with the ASRock, just a little bit. I mean, it's what, 0.9 K, right? So we are mining CCX and have been ever since, I think, March. We've been on it non-stop. And the way I have this set up, so I showed you the hardware, I showed you the rigs here in simple mining. The only thing I don't have is I don't have a picture. I don't think I have a picture of the rigs, right? So I can't really, I wish I had them on on the live stream, so I could actually show you. They're kind of spread out throughout the house here. So let me think. I might have a. Let me see if I can find a couple pictures here real quick. See if I can find some pictures. Okay, so this right here is, yeah, that's Mustafar. So it's a 8, Veta frame. This was long before I did any. This was right after we built it, so it was before I did any cable management or anything like that. So this is Mustafar 8 ASRock RX 580s. Those Phantom Gaming X. Again, they do pretty well. They're as far as the quality of the GPU itself is pretty low, but as far as mining, it seems to work really well, even better than the Gigabyte. So at least mining CCX. All right, and then the Dagobah rig looks like this. It's 8 RX 580s again. So those are the 2 rigs that we are talking about tonight. I can't really interact too much with the chat, other than to say, what's up everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, the Veta frames, Darrizzle, yeah, they're pretty nice. I kind of stand by them. I think that they're, not only are they cool looking to me because they kind of have an industrial look to them, but they, pretty functional, right? Because you can modify them a little bit around, and plus they're sturdy and they look nice too. So, all right, so let's get into the meat of this episode here, whatever you want to call it, this stream. I've got, like I said, we've got the 2 rigs, and the way I have it set up is I have a wallet, 1 wallet per rig. So each rig actually mines to its very own wallet. That way we can, because not the same people don't own both rigs, so it's better, more fair if we split it up that way, and that way we can make sure that we're dividing up profits or losses or whatever the right way, right? Because one rig gets a little bit better hash rate than the other one. The costs were a little bit different on them, so it's more fair if I mine to its own, if each rig mines to its own wallet. So that's the way I have it set up. And we are mining CCX, like I was saying, and this is the combined wallet. So this is both of the. Okay, let me back up a little bit. There's 3 wallets, 1 for each rig, and then there's the combined wallet, the one that they distribute their rewards to each month, right? Well, I transfer it to that main wallet. So that's the way it works, and it just kind of keeps everything kind of clean. And then I also have a spreadsheet here that I work off of. Looks like this. And you can see here, over the months, I haven't prepared like for tonight at all. I need to actually grab this stuff right here and probably pull that down. Let me do this one by itself first. I didn't do any prep at all. I don't know if that's going to get that'll get the calculations too, so we don't know that. This would be, don't know that, we know that, alright. Don't know the power. Alright, so that would be Dagobah. Let me grab, I'll fix the date in just a second too. Just getting this set up for us here. So this is what's today, the 20th? And we usually do this on the 20th of the month. Alright, let's see here. So I didn't get the electric bill yet, but it really doesn't matter because I've got it nailed down. It's definitely 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And then I've got smart outlets with power monitoring. Power monitoring, so it actually stores like 30 days of usage. So that's why we do this every month, so that we can look back on the previous month, see how much the rigs consumed in electric, and calculate it all out. All right, so let's get going. I'm going to open up. Actually, let me show you the pool. Let me go back over here. we'll look at the group config so that you can see how that's all set up here. You can see right here, these are the two. There's one group config in Simple Mining for each rig. Here's the Dagobah, and here's the Mustafar, right? Don't know why that's happening. Should let me do that. It thinks I'm changing it. Okay, doesn't matter. But yeah, so there's the two, and then they each have their own. I'm still mining. I don't even know. I need to check if this is the latest. It probably is. I haven't seen much going on with XMR Stack as far as updates goes, so this is probably okay. And then you can see I'm mining on Hero Miners, and I was actually mining on the official pool for quite some time, but it seemed like, and we'll be able to tell this today. Now, obviously, things have changed in the last month. You know, there's been you know, difficulty change and all the, you know, hash rate change with the network and all that stuff that goes on. But I wanted to see if it was actually better, you know, higher level of rewards on Hero Miner than the actual official pool. So we'll be able to kind of check that out. And again, you know, things change over the month, so it's not going to be it's not an exact science here, folks. So I'm just going to show you that, you know, the stats for the rig, so you can see it thinks, the pool thinks that we were paid. Now 1405 would be total, right? Yeah, that's going to be total ever for this rig. So that's going to be a bad, this is going to be a bad value. It's not going to be for like the last month. And I don't even see a monthly on here. I see a week. So, but that's okay because we're going to be able to do that from the wallet. All right, so that's the one rig. So I like to do this one at a time, you know, just break it down. So we'll start with Dagobah, and we will start there. And I don't know if that's the one I grabbed. Is that the address I grabbed? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I grabbed this address, MTJ, just making sure here. Yep. All right, so this is the one that we're going to look at first. So it thinks that, I mean, again, I don't know how much it's going to be of this right here. I wonder what this 150, oh, that's dollars, USD. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to really determine it from here, from this information. I mean, we can guess 50 a week, you know, roughly, right? And you can see the payouts here. I've got it set to 10, so it pays out at every 10 CCX. All right, let's look at the wallet for Dagobah. I'm going to slide this over here so I can open the other wallet real quick. They've done a lot of updates to the wallet. I think this is version 6.1, I think. Lots of updates and a lot of cool stuff coming out of CCX recently too. I'll probably have to do another CCX update video at some point. All right, so this is the new wallet, and Scott, I have to be honest, I have not got into this wallet and looked around and poked around. I'm probably going to fumble around a little bit because I don't know where they've moved everything to. So literally no prep here. This is real-time stuff. So give me a second here. All right. I can see that I should probably go to transactions. These are probably the previous month payouts, maybe. So what I want to do, you know, what I need to be able to do, I need to be able to export this. The old wallet had a way of exporting it. So let me look in settings here. All right, I don't see don't see a way of exporting it. So that might be something that they actually took out. The old one, you had a little export button. That was pretty neat. Alright, so that address, I just don't see it anywhere. Yeah, last time with the old wallet, it was under transactions. Let me slide this over here. I'm going to hit help and see if there's something in there. So this is going to take us out to It doesn't look like it would be in there. Alright. So I'm going to have to ask them, I'm going to have to ask the team if they took that feature out. Because that was kind of nice for me. Now obviously, you know, it would probably be nice for everybody if there's a way of doing that. I would imagine, because you want to be able to account for all the transactions and stuff. So it does look like they might have taken that out though. Hey, what's up, Bitcoin Jake? I was trying to see if y'all were pointing me in the right direction on where they put this. Doesn't look like it's in here. All right, so I wonder if, nope, I can't even select more than one line here. If I double click on it, no export feature, right click, no export feature. Well, that's going to complicate things a little bit. All right, so let's go back to what do we need? We need 1220. So 1220 through 120. And we're going to have to kind of guess here. I mean, I could probably fire up a spreadsheet and type this in, but we'll just say, all right, they're all very close to 10, which is good, because that's what I have the pool paying out at 10. So I'm just going to count these all the way from 20. Actually, we should probably count from 21, because no, we did it on the 19th last time. That's right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So probably 30. No, 31 times 10. All right, so we can, because I cleared out the wallet last month, we should have about 310. And if you look up here, there's 311, right? So 311 CCX right here, and current value is 3421. So that's how we'll do it, because I did clear out the wallet last month and put it in the main wallet. So we earned 311. All right, so let's get back to our spreadsheet here. So our earnings were 311, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, I was thinking it was going to be more than last month, because last month we were on, well, actually on Dagobah it is a little bit more. So we'll just say 311. The current CCX value is 11.2 roughly cents. We'll call it 11. So 3421 is what it thinks we should have. Wow, that's like right on. Okay, 3421. All right, great. Okay, so now we have to determine how much electricity we use for the month on that rig. And like I was saying earlier, we have these smart plugs with power monitoring. I think that's how they are, energy monitoring, I think is what they say. So we have the app here, And if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says Dagobah right here. So I'm going to click on Dagobah and then energy. So you can see at the top left corner there, it says 892. That's how many watts it's using right this second at the wall. And at the bottom right hand corner, it's for the past 30 days. So the past 30 days, it's used 593 kilowatt hours total consumption. All right, so we got to plug that into the spreadsheet. So 593 right here at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. The total cost of electric was $65.23. So if I was going to be paid out or paid back for the electric cost, it would be 593 CCX, which we didn't even earn that many. So again, we're back to, I mean, you can clearly see that, you know, the mining is not great on CCX right this second, right? And we're losing about $1 a day, I think, roughly. Yeah, because if you look at how much in negative, it's $31, so that's roughly $1 a day mining with RX 580s. And RX 580s are not great right now on literally anything except for Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, the last I checked. So so it might be a situation where we might want to actually move those rigs to Ethereum Classic, and then if we are so inclined and we really like this project, CCX, then we would just convert that to, go and there's probably not a trading pair for that, but, you know, transfer it out into BTC and then go on an exchange and buy CCX, right, on Trade Ogre or whatever. So, but see, and that's where you have to kind of consider all these factors, right? Is it worth the time to actually do that? You know, to mine Ethereum, get it from Ethereum into something else like BTC. I don't know if you can get Ethereum Classic or Ethereum, probably Ethereum. I don't know about Ethereum Classic on Trade Ogre. I think there's a couple other exchanges that we could probably look at. But point being is that, you know, you got to spend this time to actually get it over there so that you can actually buy the CCX, buy the Conceal, and then get it back off the exchange and into the wallets, right? So it's one of those things you have to weigh. You know, is it worth my time? $1, that's quite a lot. You know, I could probably justify spending $31 worth of my time to, and in this case it's going to be $60 something worth of my time to actually do all those transfers. So it's something that me and the group are going to have to discuss, possibly doing something like that, like putting the rigs on Ethereum Classic and then doing the whole transfer thing if we want to buy CCX, or if we want to hold the Ethereum Classic or Ethereum. So it's something that we definitely need to look at, and this is quite a few months that this has been going on. We had a really, whenever CCX went up to 86 cents from 6 cents, that was a really good month. You know, that was up in this range right here. I think it was July. Yeah, they just popped off and went crazy for a month, and that was during the bull run also of, I think this is right before the Plus token Ponzi scheme thing got busted, and BTC went to 14,000 pretty quickly, right? Everybody remembers that. And then it just dove down after that, and this was part of that. I think that some money was flown into alts during that time, and so yeah, we had a pretty good month here, but nothing since. It's been pretty bad, you know. Any other red is actually a down month. So yeah, it's been pretty rough on the mining side, but everybody that's watching this channel knows that it's been pretty rough. Yeah, I mean, if we go to the rigs and do a quick what to mine here, go to Dagobah here, you know, 8 RX 580s, okay, great. 11 cents per kilowatt hour here, calculate. And Ethereum Classic is going to be at the top, nice hash, ETH hash, and then Ethereum. And then as far as CCX goes, it's going to be way down here. There it is right there. So you can see it's working out pretty much exactly what I was saying, about $1 a day, right? You know, based on the calculations. So yeah. we'll see what happens in the near future. There's a lot going on with CCX, so this whole thing might turn around pretty quickly. So we will just have to wait and see, I think. Yeah, so this I just put 2 up here, but it's basically going to get the same numbers because it's 2 RX 580 rigs. So all right, so you can see that it's pretty close to what calculations I'm coming up with as well. So all right, I'm just going to put not reimbursed yet on here for the power. So I need to get 311 into the main wallet. So I think probably have it in the address book here. Yeah, right here, main wallet. Let me double click on that, make sure it looks right to me, and it does. Okay. So what we can do is, and I don't know if this is going to work because I haven't like not synchronized, but I haven't optimized this wallet in a while. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. But I was going to try to send all 311 to the main wallet here. So send funds. Is there an all button? I don't see an all button. 311. Alright, so that is the main mining wallet. And I can verify that. NDRE. It's right here. Yeah, so this is the main mining wallet. I have it right here, the combined wallet. So we will go ahead and see if we can send that. Message would be January 2020. Send. Needs a password. That was another thing I think that they changed in this update, this wallet update, is they made it to where any type of activity like that, like sending funds, requires your password. I think the old wallet didn't. Once you acknowledged or once you authenticated to the wallet one time, I don't think you had to do it again. So if you left it open, someone could pop on your computer and actually send the funds out. So yeah, see, it's going to need to optimize. I think I have auto optimize enabled, I thought. Oh, you know what? It was not, so that's why. So I'll have to wait on that. It's going to do all its optimization stuff, so that'll take a little while. So I'm going to go into the other wallet because we are done with Dagobah. So let me open up the Mustafar wallet. And see how many we earned over there. Now remember, this one's just a little bit more efficient than Dagobah. Ooh, what happened there? It just closed on me. Huh. Yeah, you know what? This happened last time because I hit that. I think I remember this happening before. I hit that optimize and then I tried to go into another wallet and then it kind of crashes on me. Let me see if I'm going to be able to open that wallet again. It's doing some rebuilding of cache, so I probably broke it. At least a little bit. Does anybody know if Brandon's going live tonight? Oh, he is. Alright, cool. He's already live. Let's see. So it's still rebuilding indices for height. It's got a because it exited out improperly, I think it's got kind of like it's got to do a little bit of cleanup here. It's going pretty fast, so maybe I'll wait a second here to see if it pops up. All right, it came up. Let me see if I can blast through this real quick. See if the wallet will actually open, because before, remember, it errored out on me. Okay, it did come up, I think. Yeah. All right. So this is Mustafar, right? So Mustafar looks like it earned 323 or 324 almost for the month. So if we look at the transactions, if we were to total these up, that's what we would come up with, right? So from 12.19 through, that was the optimization there. So 12.19 through 120. If we were to total those up, we would end up with probably 323. So, or roughly 323. All right, so let's go ahead and plug that into the spreadsheet. 323. And then we'll look at the power usage for this particular rig. I've only got a couple more minutes, and then we'll head over to Brandon Coin. We'll do a savage raid on Brandon Coin real quick. I'll type in my pen from that far away. All right, so there we go. And let's see. That is actually the other, that's Dagobah. Let me go into Mustafar here. All right, so top left corner is 840, 847 roughly. It doesn't really matter. That's like right now at the wall. Bottom right hand corner is past 30 days, so 557. We're gonna go 557 right here. So electric cost was $61. So we're only down 56 for the month, it looks like, roughly. All right, so all this right here has not been reimbursed to me for electric cost. So I'm waiting to talk to everybody and kind of iron out what we're going to do here. You know, how, you know, it needs to be done the most fair way, right? I can't wait until it wouldn't be fair. Let's say that CCX went to $1 today or tonight, right? From 11 cents to $1. And then I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get these right now, right? I think it's going to have to be done at whatever the value is right here. That would make the most sense, because we do check the value on that day, right? And then that times this would be what would be reimbursed for the power, right? At least that's the way I look at it. That's fair. It wouldn't be fair for me to wait until it went up in value and then said, you know, that for this month you owe me $4.97, right? So anyway, that's kind of the way I look at it. I don't know. All right, let's see. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and head over to, see if he's, what's up here? Dual stream here for a second. I'll throw this in the chat box over here. Has anybody got any questions or anything about what we covered, what we went over? Yeah, that's Savage Raid over there for sure. Thanks to everybody tuning in. I appreciate it. Had a lot of viewers. That's nice, man. Almost 20. That's a lot for me. So I really do appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's head over to Brandon Coin and do the Savage Raid thing. And I will see you guys next time, probably tomorrow night. Stay savage, everybody.